Traitor. Once upon a cold, windy night, there was an airy place that always rained. The sunlight never shone. There also existed an air temple, surrounded with dark, misty fog. But it was not just an ordinary air temple. It floated beyond the jagged mountains near the horizon.
Nobody knew that there was a rare diamond soldier named Crystal. This was because he camouflaged so well to avoid people asking him to help. He was gifted the most solid armor you can ever think of in your life. He is really strong and his muscles popped out in the air temple. There was an unbreakable, powerful blade that Crystal had dreamed of having all his life.
There was once a girl named Keynote. She liked to laugh and she was always kind to animals. She also liked cupcakes with pink icing. Keynote had owned the most powerful sword in the temple. Her father gave her the sword just before he passed away. She was a villager from the village Jackalope.
There also lived a zombie called Gazina. He was the most villainy villain ever. He was mega fast, but his speed made his strength weak. He could hardly even lift a rock. When he was running, he was jealous of how handsome Crystal was and of his powers. One dreadful night, Gazina decided to capture Keynote and hypnotize her. He wanted to be the most handsomest and most popular person in the world, and by stealing the sword, he can be really popular. Gazina commanded Keynote to confuse Crystal and to kill Crystal.
When Crystal arrived at Gazina's lair, he heard Gazina saying,
I've been expecting you here.
He also saw Keynote in a tiny cage. Gazina said,
I challenge you to lift an enormous boulder.
Crystal said,
Okay.
The reason why Gazina challenged Crystal to this inner strength test is because he's a zombie, and zombies are dumb. In the battle, Gazina was struggling to lift the boulder, while Crystal was throwing it up in the air and catching it again. Gazina finally gave up, and Crystal had won.
Crystal freed Keynote from her muddy cage, but she was still a little hypnotized. She said to Crystal,
Here's the sword.
and as she went to pass it to Crystal, in a split second, she stabbed Crystal and he died.